Hello. Hello. Good evening. I am here with you guys today. I am live on TikTok and I'm live on Facebook. I will also post my video on YouTube, guys, if you want to catch the replay. But welcome anyone that is joining. Welcome to my live. I am Angie White. I'm a realtor in the state of Georgia and Florida, and I will be licensed in another state soon, come one day soon. And I want to welcome you to the closing table. This is what the Lord had gave me to call this the closing table, where we talk about buyers who are first home buyers or sellers who are selling their current home that they have, where we talk about real estate and any tip you need concerning real estate. Okay, this is called the closing table. I'll be here every Tuesday around at 7:45 p.m. to go ahead and give you guys tips before your night ends so that you know how to walk out your journey in real estate accordingly. This information most likely is not just for the states I'm licensed for. I'm going to give general tips that any buyer may need to know, okay? So I'm super excited for anyone who is joining me live right now. And if you're on the replay, go ahead and put something in the comment. I'm glad you decided to join. Thank you so much. And I hope this is informational to you and you're able to use this information. So whether you're planning to buy your first home or sell your current one that you have, or you're simply thinking about real estate in general, tonight's live is for you. One thing I always want to tell my clients is that real estate isn't just about buying and selling a house. It's about making wise financial decisions that will benefit you now and in the future. Again, that's real estate is not just about buying and selling a house. It is about making wise financial decisions so that you can be benefited now and in the future, okay? So tonight I'm sharing some important tips, one tip for a buyer and one tip for a seller. That's what we'll be doing today. So I know many people will come back on and talk about it later, but if you ever have any questions when it comes to real estate, go ahead and send me that question. I'll be happy to answer your questions accordingly. If you have any questions about real estate, if I don't have the answer, I'm sure I know someone that has the answer, and I'll be happy to assist you with your real estate needs. So excited that you guys are here today. So excited to be here with you today. And you can tell me in the comments if you're a homeowner, if you're a renter, a future homeowner, if you are thinking about selling, if you're thinking about buying, where you're joining from, you can go ahead and put that in the comments as well, what city and state you're joining from. I'm so glad that you are joining me, and I'm happy to give you these tips on today. So my tip number one today, for anyone who is watching, hi everyone on TikTok, hi. And hi, I do have some viewers on Facebook. Hello. Welcome. But my tip number one today is for my buyers. So if you're thinking about buying a home, okay? Tip number one is, if you're thinking about buying your home, I want you to think about the resale value of your home before you buy. Or, because when people buy a home, and I say this because when people buy a home, naturally they're focused on today, right now, what they desire right now. But when you're buying a home, I want you to think about I want you to think about how much money or how much your home is worth and its value. I want you to think about that when you're purchasing a home. A lot of people tend to brush over that and just think about how much they can afford, how many bedrooms they need, if it has the kitchen I want, is this my dream home? But I want you to think about your future as well. Okay, so this is what I'm calling you to do. Think about your future, because when you purchase that home, is that going to be your forever home, or will you be needing to upgrade in 5 to 10 years? If you're single and you think that you're going to be married, will that home be the home that your husband comes to live with you in, or your wife or your spouse comes to live with you in? Or are you going to end up selling that or using it as a rental property? You want to know what your investment will entail when it comes to buying a home. So you buyers out there, I want you to think past the kitchen. Past that walk-in closet that you want in that master bedroom as well. I mean, all of that is wonderful. I want you to think past that backyard that you've been waiting to get because you've been in an apartment for so many years and you're just super excited to get a backyard. So now it's like, oh, that backyard, it's the one. And then you don't want to be in a situation where you haven't thought about the future step. These things matter, okay? But I do know the bedroom does matter too. The bedrooms do matter, and the size of the bedroom, they all matter. But also, what is the value of that home when you decide to resell it? How is the market value around that neighborhood? How is it going to be for your future? Do you think you're going to have a great resale value if you decide to exit that home? Or is it going to be a great investment property if you decide that you want to use it as an investment? So that is something you need to do. So I want you to ask yourself, if I need to sell this home in 5 years, would someone want to buy it? That's the main question I want you to ask about the home you decide to purchase. If I need to sell this home in 5 years, would someone else want to buy it? That is important because in 5 years, your life can be drastically different and you want to move either into a bigger home or you need to downsize. So you never know what can happen in 5 years. Life changes. You may receive a job opportunity in a whole nother state. Your family may grow. Your children may leave the home. You may decide to move closer to family, because you need support. You never know what can happen in 5 years. So none of us knows exactly how their life will be 5 years from now. Now, though, you can make a plan just in case. And this is what I'm telling you buyers to do. I need for you guys to think about what this home will look like in 5 years from now. And if I'm going to sell it, would somebody else buy it? That's also going to keep you when you're in the home, right? I want you to think about that. That means you're going to make sure you're upkeeping that home. You're going to make sure you're doing the proper maintenance as well, or you can afford the proper maintenance when it comes to that home because you're thinking about the future. This is an informed decision you're making, a wise, informed decision you're making for your finances for now and in the future. Also thinking about the location. Is this location desirable for other buyers, or are you there because it's just desirable for you in the moment? Is the floor plan functional? Like, is this something a buyer will want from you if you decide to purchase it? Is a buyer going to want that from you? Is that floor plan something that everybody's going to want? It's going to be a hot home. It's going to be hot on the market, and it's going to sell in a few weeks because I'm in a great location. It's near the schools, it's near shopping, it's near healthcare, it's near the major highways. It's got a great floor plan. It's got a wonderful backyard. That neighborhood is quiet. All of those things matter because you want to make sure that you can resell that home if you need to, right? This is the number one reason why a lot of people, they end up in foreclosure instead of selling their home before they get to that point because they purchase out of necessity versus a wise, informed decision, okay? Don't purchase out of necessity. Purchase with a wise decision. Make sure your future planning is set for that home, okay? So you buyers, even if you work remotely, you want to make sure that the neighborhood is conducive to that. Because if you're in like a new construction neighborhood and you work remotely and everything, then all this noise is happening outside all the time. Would that affect you while you're working from home? Those are things you want to think about. And for a future buyer as well, how wonderful is this home if you had to sell it? How wonderful is that going to be for the next person? The goal isn't just finding a home you'll enjoy. It's choosing one that'll also be good for the long-term appeal for the next person that comes into the home. Remember, your home is where you live. For many families, one of the largest finance, and it's also one of the largest family investments. Okay, so it is One of the biggest things that you'll purchase. So you buy a car, but when you buy a house, it's one of the biggest things that you purchase. So I want you to think about, if I'm investing into my family at this moment, and this is a wise financial decision, don't just buy for today. Buy with the tomorrow in mind, with your tomorrow in mind. Okay? Buy with your tomorrow in mind. Thank you guys for joining me. I see you on TikTok. Thank you so much. All right. So now let's switch over to you homeowners and talk about your tip for today. That was tip number one. Remember, tip number one, how much is your home going to be worth that you're purchasing today? That's for you buyers. And for you sellers, the first 2 weeks on the market is the biggest opportunity for you to grasp all the buyers that you can. Okay, so one of the misconceptions I hear is, if it doesn't sell, we can always just lower the price later, or while price adjustment. Okay. Well, price adjustments are really wonderful and they do work and it is very effective. Sometimes you want to jump into the market at the best value possible. Even if that means that maybe you made a mistake, you got into the market at the wrong price. You want to come off the market and get back onto the market at the right price, because we want to make sure that you're able to sell your home appropriately. You want to make sure that your home is upkept well. That's very important. Those first 2 weeks of showings, if you're not getting showings, then you need to readdress and reevaluate and change your price accordingly. That will be something to trigger you to know that you're not on the market appropriately when it comes to selling your home. Okay, so because your listing is brand new in the first 2 weeks, buyers are going to be constantly watching it, and because they're looking for new ones that come up every time they come up. And then you have those buyers that have those alerts set. Okay, so they got these alerts and it comes up on their phone. So every time new listings come up, you want to be one of those houses that are in there and right there at the top, right? That's why preparation before your home is listed, it matters a lot. Before your home goes live, you want to make sure your price based off of the market price and not yesterday's price, or not what you purchased it for. I know that's hard to think about, but it does matter. It's also, you got to make sure it's clean and not cluttered. You want to make sure you have all your personal items put up too, because you're going to have people coming into your home. That's important, to put away your personal things. You want to have any minor repairs done in the home already. And also you want to make sure that those pictures that came out, they came out with the photographer, you want to make sure those are the bomb. I'm just saying. You want to make sure they're amazing. They got to be great pictures. They need to be professional photos, okay? I know there are some realtors or some people out there who think taking their own photos is okay, and they just post it anyway because, hey, they just want to sell the home and they want to do everything at the cheapest price possible. But we can tell the difference when those photos are not professional. That does matter. If those photos are not professional photos, you will have less of people attracted to it, because you're trying to show them that they desire the home, that in that way. And they can't desire something if you got a cricket photo, if you got half the living room and not the whole living room. All of that matters. The visual effects do matter. So you sellers out there, I want you guys to have a strong launch. Your first 2 weeks, they do matter. Pricing and preparation matters, okay, when it comes to selling your home. That is the tip for you sellers out there. Remember, a strong launch often creates the strongest opportunity for a buyer to show up, okay? You want the strongest opportunity to get that offer as soon as possible, okay? So whether you're buying or selling, you have a plan, or you're thinking about what kind of plan that you need to have, it all makes a difference. And I'm here to help you be prepared to sell or to buy your home according to how it fits and meets your needs, okay? I'm here to teach you and show you. So remember, if you're buying, think beyond today. Think beyond today. and consider the home's long-term value and marketability. Okay, you want to consider the home's long-term value and marketability. Okay, so if you're selling, remember that the preparation before the listing goes live can be a significant difference in how your home is received, okay? So real estate is one of the biggest financial decisions that most people make, okay? Investors, you got investors out there who make big decisions on what they are thinking about investing in and not thinking about investing in. So it's one of those big decisions people will make. And having someone to guide you is really important in the process. So if you want help making an informed decision today, I am here to help you. Reach out to me. You can DM me, message me. I am here for you. Make sure you send your questions. And if you have a question today, go ahead and put it in the comments. If you have a question today, I am happy to answer any questions. If you're in Florida or Georgia, I can actually assist you throughout the entire process. We can get you to that closing table. That is the end game. The closing table so that you own that home. The closing table so that you sell that home. Okay? So that is the end game here. So you want to make sure that you're with somebody that can help you. And I'm here to help you today. Okay? So don't take months to try to figure it out. If you want somebody to walk you through the process, I'm not here to pressure you along the way. If it takes you 6 months to figure it out while I'm working through the process with you, then that's what it takes. But you don't want to do this alone. Get with someone who can spend that time with you to make sure you're making informed financial decisions. Okay, so that is it for today. I don't have anything else for you today. Those are my tips. Today, you got my tips. I'm so excited to be here with you. Don't forget to send your questions. If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and make a comment in the chat. In the text, if you're on Facebook. Also, if you're on TikTok, I will post this video live. This live on my YouTube, so you can go back and watch the replay on my YouTube. It's Angie White. It's on YouTube, and so you'll be able to watch the replay on my YouTube if you're on TikTok. But Facebook, it'll be here. I'll post it, and you guys can watch it at your leisure. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super excited to be the realtor that gives you the advice you need for today, for your now. So thank you for joining me today. You guys have an amazing week. I will see you guys on Tuesday at 7:45. Meet me back here. I'm just going to give you 15 minutes of real estate wisdom. Have an amazing day. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.